We take in upwards of 6,000 to 8,000 animals a year. It just depends on what's going on in the community, and the majority of the animals that we get, we work really hard to place. We have a really high number of cats that come into our shelter, which pose challenges, and then a really huge number of the dogs that we get. A large number are pit bulls, pit bull mixes, or other kind of large breed. I call them the New Orleans brown dog, that I'm sure have some pit bull in them, but might also have some lab or some chow or some other things like that. As an organization, we partner with as many other groups as we possibly can. We know that even though we are a big organization, we can't do it all ourselves. So we do partner with as many organizations as we can, and that can be anything from a rescue group. So we work with German Shepherd Rescue, Boxer Rescue, there's a Great Dane Rescue. There was a Pit Bull Rescue, however it's not active anymore, and now they've taken on more of an education kind of role in New Orleans rather than a hands-on, like actually pulling animals from the shelter and helping place them. We also do a lot of transport. We typically do 1 or 2 transports a month to those shelters. Anywhere from, we go to Minneapolis, we go to Michigan, we go up to New Jersey, New York, DC, like all over the area. And one of the challenges we continue to face is that most of these shelters still have enough pit bulls for their community that they're not really able to take very many from us. So while they might take 1 or 2 per trip, they're not able to take the volume that we need or that we have. The other really big challenge that we face here in New Orleans is that we have warm weather 11 months out of the year. And consequently, we have a much higher rate of heartworm disease than those places up north, because we have mosquitoes that are alive and proliferating pretty much all year long. And, again, because we live in a lower income community, not everyone's able to afford heartworm prevention, and not everyone's even aware or educated about the importance of heartworm prevention. So we do get a pretty high number of heartworm positive pit bulls and big dogs, and that makes it even harder to find homes that can provide the treatment and or find partners that are able to take dogs that have heartworm disease and that need extra resources to get those dogs into homes.
Do you find that the homeless population is higher here because of the warmer weather as well?
I don't know if I think it's higher. I mean, there are other cities, and I don't have the demographics to know exactly, but there are other cities I've visited that I feel like have pretty high homeless populations. I feel like it's grown recently, so in the last maybe 3 or 4 years, we're seeing a growth in the homeless population, and we also see that a lot of the homeless people in New Orleans have dogs, and they're usually bigger breed dogs. Our organization has a pretty robust veterinary clinic program, and so we provide services to low-income people or just people in need throughout our community. Usually wellness, meaning vaccinations, microchips, kind of minor conditions, and then we have a really intensive spay-neuter program.
Okay.
And so over the past couple of years, we've really made some efforts to make sure that when we see homeless people with dogs, that we're providing those services to them for free. That we can provide transportation. We can go pick up the dog, bring them in, get them fixed, get their shots, make sure they're dewormed, and send them back, to their owner. And that we know that for a lot of the homeless people, their dogs